welcome back to Wreckfest. Join us today as we continue on in the Challengers Championship. In the last episode, we earned 571 points. Today, we want to continue that theme and earn even more points. So, we're going to start with Battered and Bruised. And for this, we're going to use the Muddigger. It's a car I've used a little bit, to be fair. So we're just going to look at some upgrades and then try and armour it up. This is at the Madman Stadium Demolition Arena, so it's a demolition race event. It's not really a race, is it, demolition? It's a free-for-all. But we're going to try and do what we can with the Muddigger. Hopefully get some points on it as well. Haven't really done too many upgrades. It's the armour we need to focus on. So we're just looking at the bars and the different bits. Obviously, the rating doesn't matter as much in demolition races, events, as it's all about staying in one piece for as long as possible. I think in these races, I tend to go wrong because I don't care about the win. I care about destroying as many cars as possible. Whereas I think sometimes maybe we should try staying out of trouble a little bit more. But I can't do it. I just can't. So we're going to go into this race with the Muddigger rated C-rated 108. And this is the Madman Stadium Demolition Arena. We've been here before. Normally we don't commentate through the through the demolition races. And once again, we're not going to do. So Muddigger, it's over to you. Let's see what we can do. And we are wrecked. I don't think we did badly. Second place, 4 wrecked vehicles. I think that's pretty good. I was trying to stay out of trouble a little bit, but we still got some wrecks in as well. Second place, pretty happy with that. And we'll just see what we've gained from doing so. So we've gained Rama RS piece there. That's a bit of armour by the looks of things. More XP and credits as well. Okay, we're third. How? What? Final position 3. Bonus targets 1 of 2. 160 out of 200 points. Why are we not second? I'm not sure what happened there. We're not second. Anyway, we're going to move on to Banger Brawl. This is at Hilltop Stadium Oval, which is a new layout for us. It's a multi-heat race, and we're going to be driving Killerbee. Let's have a look at this new layout for the Hilltop Stadium, the Oval circuit. So we're going to start in the qualifying races. Hopefully, we can make our way through to the final. Hopefully get some points. Killerbee is a very good car for us. We enjoy driving it, and it normally does really well. So, can it do so today? This is a B-rated race as well. Started in 19th place, 3 laps to get to the lead as quickly as possible. And this is going to be quick. Oval races do not take long. So around the outside, Killerbee overtakes and actually forces someone on the inside there, gets hit on the rebound, managed to force their way through up to 9th place, 8th place now, another car being spun round. Ovals can be crazy, especially at the start. We've gained a few positions up to 7th place now as we have to run up the inside here of the car. There, we gained a couple more. Wow, okay, where did that come from? We're in 4th now. Third, podium place. We've been forced a little bit into the barrier there, but take the position. Second place now, 1 car to go. Already on lap number 2, about to start lap number 3, and we are in first place as we're rounding the bend to begin the final lap. First place already, a bit of a gap to the cars behind. The hardest part of these is getting through the pack. Once you're through the pack, as long as you take the corners correctly, there doesn't really be any braking. It's all about feathering the throttle, keeping as much speed as possible in the corners. It should be flying, to be fair. What are we hitting? 90 miles per hour? That's not bad. I think that's one of the quickest we've been, to be fair. That is pretty good. But first place, final bit now. Just avoid the car that's spinning out there, and we finish the first qualifying race. First place of 24. And as this is a new layout, we've set a new PB, or a brand new personal best of 22.951. Which was also the lap record for the race. So we move on to the semi-finals now. Hoping to do just as well. We're starting from first. I think it's because we won the previous, we start from first. So this is now all about getting that good start, decent lead, and seeing it through. As long as we don't make any silly mistakes early on, this should be simple. And so far, so good. We've got away from the pack. In fact, we've gained a bit of a gap to the cars behind. We just need to keep going. The problem with this is when you get back markers that have been pushed, destroyed, wrecked, and there's always a chance they can cause you a mischief, especially on the longer oval races. But lap number 2 now, still in the lead. Not seeing any crash cars, although we've gone a bit sideways there. Couldn't hold it. Major damage to ourselves. Suspension is really badly damaged. Wheels are damaged as well. I think the right wheel to the front of the impact just gone out of sorts as we went a bit too quickly into the corner. I think we hit the inside barrier at one point. That has really messed us up, but we held first place, and that was thanks to that early gap. But the car in second is catching. So can we hold this out for the final lap? There is a car there, back marker. Hopefully we can get past him safely. Yep, just stays out of the way. Nice and easy for us. Okay. This should be the final race of the line now. We're still in first place. Oh, a bit awkward there. Managed to hold it just about, and we crossed the line in first place. That definitely wasn't as easy as the first race, but we did it. First of 24. Our fastest lap was 23.148, which isn't a new PB. We went fast in qualifying, but we've qualified for the final. Okay, we need to do better. No more mistakes, but this time it's 6 laps. So this means around lap 3 onwards, there's going to be a lot more back markers, a lot more destroyed cars to watch out for and be careful of. But we've started in first. We need a gap. If we can get a gap, we should be okay. And then it's trying not to make the mistakes we made in the semi-finals. So far, so good. We've got a bit of a gap to the cars behind. It's not massive, but it's there. Just got to hold it now. Take the corners nice and easy. 75, 76 miles an hour around the bends. A little bit out of sorts there again. We've got to be a bit careful of that. I think we're just taking a bit too much speed into some of the corners. There we go, a bit of a slide. Drifting around the corner there. 60 miles an hour. We're doing okay. There's a back mark, 2 back marks here. Obviously have crashed. Gone straight past them and lapped them. Luckily not causing us an issue. That's very early on, lap 2, to have damage like that. So now we know there's going to be more cars around like that. We've got to be a bit careful. Hitting 90 miles per hour there as we start lap number 3. And we're actually being overtaken. We're overtaken for a second. I think that's a lapped car just gone past us there. But also, second place is behind as we're at 93 miles per hour. I think that's the fastest we've been in Killerbee, 93 now. But we've hit the back marker, and that's not good. But luckily, we've got away with it by the looks of things. Still in first place. Trying to get the speed back up for the straight here. Over the line, start of lap number 4. We've got a decent gap now to the cars behind. So we should be safe. It's the back markers now that are really going to play a big part in this race. We've got a couple ahead of us here. These are going to be lapped cars once again. We just need to stay out their way, and hopefully they stay out of ours. Bit of a drift there. Takes us into the barrier. That is really bad. I think we've got away with it. I think the gap to the car in second is big enough for us to get away with that mistake. Lap number 5 now. Just holding this. I think we're okay. But you just never know if a car's going to catch you up if you make a silly mistake. The Killerbee is quick. There's no doubting that. We're hitting 90 odd miles per hour. But it's the corners that can get a bit iffy. The back end likes to slide out, and it can make it a bit weird when you're trying to control that. Crash ahead. Oh, managed to avoid that. I do not know how we did not hit that crash. We were just millimeters away from that crash. That could have destroyed our race. We're on the final lap, And so far, it looks like we've got the win in the bag, but we can't count it out just yet. Anything can happen around the final bend. But I think we're clear. Going through the cars, and we cross the line first place in the final of Banger Brawl. We set a lap of 22.968. It's not as quick as our qualifying time, so the qualifying time is still our personal best. But we smashed it. Killerbee doing what he does best, smashing it, and itself, to be fair. It's that control on the corners, it's just a bit iffy. But there we go. Let's see. Final position, first place. No bonus target, 0 of 2, but 200 points out of 200. That is pretty good. I'm happy with that. Good points so far today. So, we're going to move on now to Midsize Massacre. This is 4 races, and we've got 2 cars we can use. We can use Rocket and the Tristar. So, race number 1, Sandstone Raceway, short route reverse, which is a new layout. We're going to use the Rocket, then we'll swap to Tristar and vice versa. So 2 races each. And I think it's been a while since we've used Rocket. I'm trying to think of when we last used Tristar as well, to be fair. It's a while back. So both cars not really used recently, which will take a bit of time to get used to. A lot of the races recently have been the smaller cars. These are bigger cars. These are more muscly cars. We should get some good speeds, hopefully. So a few upgrades going on to Rocket now. Got to be careful with money, but we do want to get a bit of speed into us. Now, these Midsize Massacre is actually a maximum of B rated, so we're going to be underrated here with Rocket, as it's C rated 152. So we're under what it should be, mainly because we can't afford to do many more upgrades. But this new layout as well is going to take some time to get used to. We've got 3 laps to get used to it, and 3 laps to try and do our best here. But we're off. 13th place is where we start. We're going to try and take as many cars into the first corner as possible. Try and catch them napping. Gaining a few positions down the outside, but it all comes together as cars crash into each other. We've gained a decent amount though. 5th place we shake out there. Overtaking once again the 4th and now 3rd. Podium position already up to 2nd. Car in first gets a bit sideways there, and we're going to help him out. A little bit of a shunt. And we are now in first place already. But remember, we don't know this track. We don't know where the corners are coming. We're kind of working it out on the fly. So this may be a bit of a messy lap. This first one especially. We just try and work out our best bits, best routes, best lines essentially. And didn't expect the left-hander there. That really bent round there. Wasn't expecting that. Nearly got caught out. But we keep first place. We have got a bit of a gap to the cars behind, but it's not big by any means. So we need to be a bit careful here. Left-hander. And this will be, I think, the race for the line for the start of lap number 2. It is indeed. Lap number 2 now. So fairly short lap, to be fair. But we're getting massively out of sorts on the first corner. Wow, that was not what I wanted. Can we get back on track? I don't like using reset. If we can get back on track ourselves, we'll do so. We're dropping positions though, but we've made it back onto the track. We could have reset. It would have been quicker. I just don't like using it where we don't need to. So 12th position now. The Rocket needs to get a rocket on and try and get some positions back here. It did not. That first corner just went far too deep and just lost control. Right, remember this is a right-hander. There's a really iffy left-hander somewhere as well. Got to be a bit careful of. There it is. I think. No. I don't think that's the one I was thinking of, but that caught us out massively as well. Okay, 13th position. We've got a lap and a bit to go. I don't know where we're going to come here. I really don't. Left-hander. I think this was the iffy one last time. We've made it around quite safely. 13th place. We've got to get some overtakes done. These two cars coming together. We're going to nip around the outside, but we're going to get hit on the way around the outside there. That's really messed us up. Just slowed us right down as we kind of went sideways along the road. That's not good. Okay, a couple of cars getting smashed about. We're going to take their positions. 10th place now as we start the final lap. This was going so well at the start, and it's gone so badly since. The first lap was probably our best, and yet that's normally our sighting lap, as if we've not done the layout before. But yet, that's our best lap. Okay, 9th position. Can we gain anything here? I'm not expecting a win now, but something decent. Podium potentially, but I think that might be a bit of a stretch. Up to 8th position. Cars ahead here. We're going to try and catch them up. We know the Rocket's quick, but it is very tail happy. I think some of that's down to my style, to be fair, more than anything else. I'm finding more and more cars are very tail happy. I think that's my doing, and the way I drive, to be fair. But we're gaining positions after the crash there. 7th position so far. There's definitely a couple more to gain here if we can. We can see the cars ahead of us trying to go up the inside, round the outside instead. Two cars crash into each other. The winner's already over the line. Brute Force has won. We're still battling. 4th place. Can we keep it? We can. We come back from horrific second lap to finally get 4th place. A best lap of 57.267. New layouts. That's a new PB. The Rocket is now set. Wow. Okay. Obviously, it didn't go to plan, but 4th position isn't too bad, to be fair. So we're going to move on to race number 2 now. At Big Valley Speedway, the inner oval. This has already got a PB set. The Rocket previously set the PB at 17.585, but it's the Tristar's turn this time. And although these races are rated for B cars maximum, and on the load screen it says the B record time, lap time, I'm counting this as C class, mainly because the cars we're using are C class. So in my kind of thing of personal best and things, I'm still counting as C class because they are C class cars currently. So Tristar is trying to beat the Rocket's personal best as well as win this race and prove it's better than the Rocket. Can we do it though? Big Valley Speedway oval should be fairly simple. It's just a case of getting to the front and staying there. Take as much speed as you can into the turns without losing control. We've got 6 laps to do it. 24 cars. Starting in 13th. Come on. Let's go. Okay, off to a decent start. We haven't got the best acceleration. We kind of more to the middle of that. But up the inside here, which is always the technique I try and use. Follow the inside line and stay there. Keeps you out of trouble the majority of the time. And we've done it. 3rd place already from 13th. Battling with 2nd. And we're going to take the 2. Really trying to knock us out there. Trying to hit the back end and force us round. But we don't do it. Until then, he gets us there. I thought we got away with it. I really did. And first he made a mistake. And I thought, brilliant. And then 3rd come back at us. But it's 2 laps, nearly lap number 3. So nearly halfway through. And we're in 2nd place. And closing in on 1st. 1st is making a lot of mistakes. Trying to take a bit too much speed into the corners, I think, really. But we are now in 1st place. Now this is when we start seeing damaged cars, crash cars. And we need to be careful of them. They're the things that are going to mess us up here. Hopefully we can hold on. Crossing the line, lap number 4 we begin. There's a crash car there. Luckily it stayed out. 2 more there on the inside again, crash into each other. Luckily we stayed out wide. Worked really well for us. 2 laps to go. Another crash car there. Looking like we're missing a wheel, to be fair. Another one we're going past. They're flying now. Lap number 5, penultimate lap. We're going to graze the barrier on the outside there. Just trying to keep our speed high. Probably could have let off a little bit more. But we're okay. There's a car there. I wasn't able to react in time. That's major damage to us now. And we're in a bit of trouble. That's big damage. And again, our engine is gone. Yeah. We're in trouble. Lap number 6. Come on. Let's see it at home. We've lost the wheel. No. We've lost the wheel. We're in 1st place. The car is damaged beyond belief. But there's the line. Come on. And that is a win with 1 wheel missing. 1st place. And we beat the Rocket's personal best time. A brand new PB for this layout and track of 17.376. So we beat it by 200ths of a second. Looking at that. We crossed the line in 1st with 1 wheel. Luckily, we was quite close to the end when that happened. Flying all the way through the race, and the last lap nearly cost us everything. But Tristar pulled it out of the bag, and we get the win. Pretty happy with that one. Race number 3 is at Boulder Bank Circuit Short Route Reverse, which is a brand new layout. We haven't done the Short Route Reverse before. The Rocket is back in, aching for revenge after the Tristar just beat its PB at the Big Valley Speedway. So hopefully we can get something decent here. There'll be a PB set because we've not done this before. The Rocket now needs to prove it is still one of our best cars. How are we going to do in this one? Hopefully better than before. 3 laps, 13th position start. Again, we're not massively fast off acceleration here, but it's not going to matter. 1st corner, trying to slice our way through. Again, I think a car rolled behind us there. Not sure if that was our fault or not. But slicing our way through up to 6th position already. 7 positions gained. Make that 8 as we're up to 5th now. 2 cars are fighting. We'll take the positions. 3rd place from 13th on the grid after a couple of corners. New layout though, we do not know this track. So again, we're learning on the fly here. And we're going to take second place there after knocking him off. Up into first place now as we overtake. Left-handed, this is tight. Come on, no, left, left, left. Wasn't expecting that to be as tight as it was. This is the problem with not knowing the layout and it being a brand new layout for us. But we're in first place and we just need to hold it. We've seen us mess this up a few times now. Can't do it now. We've got to hold it. Let's just keep this together. Be a bit careful in the corners. Okay, right hand. Oh, it come flying up. Second place, flying out from behind, trying to overtake. Luckily, he held him off. We took a bit of damage there for doing so. Held on the first position, and I think this is the end of the first lap. Is there a line? Yeah, there. Okay, second lap's done. That's a long lap. And we've gone really deep into that section, caught the barrier, a bit more damage, but we're okay. Nothing to the wheels or suspension, luckily. So we're in all one piece. All cosmetic damage so far. That's the important thing. It's only cosmetic, we don't mind. But, first place, lap number 2. This is a very long lap with some very long corners. Tight left-hander here, taking it nicely. We're not seeing many damaged cars around, strangely. Everyone seems to be quite clean currently. As laps go on, that should change. With the left-hander again here, that's a tight one. This is the one we messed up last time. We've messed it up again as we hit a tree. Ah, that was bad. Just took too much speed into the corner. I knew we'd mess this up and went deep last time, but that time was even deeper. We've lost first place, dropped down to 4th now. But we're in one piece. Still, once again, still cosmetic damage. Considering we went face on into the tree, I'm surprised the engine is in one piece. But we've gained one position back, up in a 3rd now. Trying to dive up the inside of 2nd place. Can we stick it? Just about. Yes, onto the tarmac. We've got it. 2nd place now as we come to the end of lap number 2 and the start of the final lap. We're in 2nd place. We've got to chase down first. Is that him? I think that's him. Just ahead of us there. See his dust ahead of us. Let's catch him up. Got to take these corners pretty well here if we can catch him. I think the left-hander that's coming up next is a prime example of a chance to catch him. Take as much speed in, brake late, try and catch him under braking. We've got a chance that way. Here's the left-hander, under brake him. Got really close to him there. Bit of a backwards slide there. We did get close, but look at his speed. He's away so quickly after the corner. Left-hander. This isn't the one that's messed us up. Oh no, it is. That's the one where we hit the tree last time, but we've took it really well this time and gained on first place. We know there's not long left to go now. Can we overtake him? Got the run on speed. 100 miles an hour. I think that's the fastest we've driven so far. 107 miles per hour there. You can see the car shaking and getting a bit out of sorts. Managed to hold it together pretty well. And if we can hit the tarmac here without hitting the car, we did hit the car. Come on. I think we've done it though. I don't know where 2nd place is. I think we're okay. I was hoping to miss the car there, but we didn't quite manage to miss it. But we finished in 1st place. And as it's a new layout, the Rocket sets the first PB of 1 minute 13.182 as our fastest lap. So many times there I thought we messed it up. So many times. But we held on really nicely in the end and take 1st place. We've got 1 race left to go now in this 4-race series. And we've got 2 wins and a 4th place. So the final race, Big Valley Speedway, figure of 8. New layout for us. Haven't done this one before. Tristar is back in to see us out for this series. Figure of 8's are fairly simple ones other than the crossover. That's where the figure 8 really can get awkward, is that crossover point. So, can the Tristar see us out in style and get the win to finish off this series? Starting in 13th place, a decent start. Not brilliant under acceleration as we know, but we got off okay. Up the inside there, gained a few positions, now up to 4th place. But here's the right-hander into the figure of 8. This will only get dodgy the more laps we get into this. We're on lap number 1, so by around lap number 3, that crossover point is where we've got to be careful. We're taking this really nicely. We're in 1st place. There must be some major back markers there. They must have crashed early or something. I wasn't expecting to see anyone coming through there at this point. But lap number 2, we're in 1st place. We just need to take this carefully. It's a case of mini-map spotting just to try and get through the cars. Wow, that was close. A bit deep into the corner. I'm too busy looking at the mini-map. That doesn't really help things, does it? But we're still in first place. I think we've got a decent lead as well. So this is where we've got to be ultra careful. No, caught the back end of him. And wheels off. I can't believe that's happened. Okay, the Tristars won a race previously, missing a wheel. But I don't think from lap number 3 it's going to be possible. 3 laps with 3 wheels. We're limping. We're already dropping positions like flies. We're in 3rd place now from 1st. Cars ahead are crashing though. The more they crash, the more positions we gain. 5th place, 6th place. And we're being hit everywhere as well. Everything is gone. Gained a bit of speed there. How have we gained that speed? 40 miles per hour with 3 wheels. Not too sure how we did that. We've got some speed though. Okay. While we've got some speed, we need to use this 9th place as it stands. Ah, no. No. We hit the inside. We're trying to take it really tight to try and get the overtakes done. And that seriously messed us up. I think it's a matter of time now. It's a matter of time until someone really damages us enough to get us out. Although we're still moving. I don't think we've got a chance of a win though. But we are still moving. 17th position. Was that a little overtake? Oh, you seem to get taken out behind us there. That was mad. Okay, 15th place. We're getting positions back here. We seem to get some speed up as well on this back corner. That's weird. Left-hander. Can't stop myself. Can't turn enough. That's the problem. It was doing something like 40 miles per hour. A few more hits there. But we've got a bit of a boost forward. I'm not too sure how we're still going at this point. Critical damage though. 1-2 hits and we're done. 29 miles an hour hit from behind. One more hit. I think it's going to be done. No, we're still alive. I don't know how we're still alive, but we are. 40 miles per hour it says we're doing. How did we get wrecked? I'm not sure what. Okay. We're wrecked. Did not finish. Our best lap was a 26.308, which is a new PB because of the new layout. Yeah. Not too sure what happened at the end. I didn't see us get hit by anything, but we must have hit something. Whatever happened, it just went badly wrong. But somehow we finished 1st place, final position. 0 of 4 bonus targets though. And total points, 265 out of 400. Brings a brand new total of 1,196 points out of 2,200 needed. For the championship, we gained 625 points. Wow. But that is all we've got time for today. A decent amount of points gained in this episode, I think. Somehow winning a race with 1 wheel. Not sure how, but we did. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget a like, really helps. And we'll see you next time for more Wreckfest.